SLP sent us a bunch of vent kits for this RMK AXYS of ours, and I want to install them. Now, I've had some comments online. I already put the vents on one side. I like to do that, try and install them and see what I think of them. And some people are saying, it's just looking like your Rev. Well, you know what? Those machines like this, with a lot of power, it's got the turbo in there, it's got a lot of extra heat, and it needs to get rid of that heat. So that's why I'm going with this venting. Especially on the clutch side, there's a lot of heat buildup in there, and I've been giving it pretty hard with that turbo, standing it up all day long. And I'm churning through the belts, and the belts are expensive, so you need to cool things down. So they have a panel vent that goes right here. Well, that's going to be going on. I got this little vent that goes right there. This one goes back here by my leg. And we've got a couple of other ones that we're going to install as well to get all that heat. Heat rises, it goes out. On the clutch side, the good thing about the clutches move air themselves, and they found, SLP told me this, that they've got about a 13 mile an hour increase air passage out of the clutches in that back area. And I've noticed that there's definitely a difference, because anybody who owns one of these RMKs, AXYS especially, you get a lot of slush buildup right in here. You get ice in here, still on there right now. And it doesn't seem to leave. You know, you think it would with all these openings here, especially on that clutch side. So I'm like, why would that be happening? You know, there's a lot of venting there. But after I put that vent kit in, there's no more buildup. It's not nice trying to jam your foot in there with all that slush built up. So we're going to put those in. I'm going to show you what I do to install them. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. And you know what? It looks pretty good as well. Now, SLP sends you what you're going to need to mount these up to your machine. Instructions, and they use these little plastic rivets here, which you think wouldn't work very well, but they work just fine. They hold everything in. I've been slamming up against trees, rolling this thing down hills when we get stuck, and there's no issues there at all. To facilitate the installation, they also send you this little template, and I'm going to cut that out, and they show you exactly where to install it inside your cover here. Just going to cut this out. I'm a pretty firm believer in vents. Anything that gets that hot air out is better. Any racing guy, anybody who really runs the machine a lot will tell you that things get pretty hot in there, especially with that turbo. And you know, I got to be careful because I got the quick drive belt in there as well. There's a lot of heat buildup. So you know, everything's a bit of an experiment when I'm into this kind of thing. So I like to see how things I like to see how long things last with a lot of punishment. And I've been punishing this machine a lot, like a lot. Pretty happy with it so far. There's no doubt, especially with that turbo on there, that Boondocker Sidekick turbo. It's an animal, an outright animal. The SLP also sells kits for these sled, kind of like performance kits with multiple stages, so you can, you can do your exhaust and your electronics and clutching and all that kind of thing. You can check out their website. They've got some pretty good kits on there that produce some pretty good results. And same thing, man, when you're running those kits, you want to get rid of that extra heat that's in there. Everything gets heat soaked, and you do notice over the course of the day, after some hard running, that things just aren't running like they were earlier on in the day. I went ahead and I cut all of them just to make life easy and simple. Of course, SLP makes kits for all kinds of different sleds, not just this AXYS here. They probably have a kit for your needs. Get rid of all this foam, boys. You don't need that foam. Get that foam out of there. It gets in the way. Has something to do with noise, maybe? I don't know why they put it in there. Make the neighbors happy? Not quite sure. We'll get rid of all that. We just shaved 3 ounces. On here, they have this heat protective stuff, so I'm going to leave that there. And we're just going to cut around it where we need to. I went ahead and I cut out all the little vent kits the vent areas that we needed. Just as simple as laying them down, marking them out. Now I found with the other side, when I did install these, that you don't cut down the line, you want to cut just on the other side of the line. Otherwise part of your panel shows up through the vent. You don't want that. You want to make sure you cut it enough. Actually for this, I am going to cut this out. So I want to make sure that I'm going to put this in the right place. Basically trace that out. Now the rest kind of hurts a little bit because that's such a beautiful wrap on there. But you know what? It's for a good cause. I just go to the inside of each one of these corners, poke a hole. The straighter you can make your lines as far as cutting goes, the better. That's why I do each one of these holes in these little spots. Just makes for a tidier job. And I'm a pretty messy guy. Now when you're doing this, don't make the mistake of drawing your lines for your template on the outside of the template. That wouldn't be good. That would be really bad. That wouldn't be my fault. Because I'm telling you. Time to cut. This is really the best kind of tool you can use for this, I found. I don't have anything else. I could try a knife, heat up the blade, go that route, but this seems to work pretty slick. Let's do one of these. Get in there. One more. Oh no, look at that. So many holes. It's gonna look pretty good. I can trim out a little bit more right here. Where's that knife? There it is. Let's take a look at that. I'm taking some of this. If it's showing, then it's not letting as much air flow in at the same time, right? So we just move this around until we find our sweet spot. Whoever said I wasn't clean? Louis, you're such a messy guy. What are you doing? You're wrecking everything. I should go there and clean your shop for you. Come and help me. Come and help me. We need more help. Simon used to clean the shop.
Now I have time.
No, he doesn't have time for anything. Well, he likes to go riding though. Hey, who doesn't? Good times.
Gotta go out at least twice this year.
Yeah, well, we're lucky if anybody can get out riding this year. You go back this way more, right there. The little plastic rivets work great. I have a pneumatic riveter, but on these little things, this seems to work just dandy. Dandy for you Americans. I don't know if that's an American word. Us Canadians, some of us use it. So dandy means really good. I know that is an American word too. Some of us say Jim Dandy. I don't even know what that means. I put the drill on a slight angle. I kind of angle it away from the vent just a little bit. It seems to pull it a little tighter sometimes. Just what I've noticed. Kind of want to line it up as best as possible so it looks good. You know what? I think that looks really good. It matches the silver that I have on my sled on this wrap anyway. I think it looks great. Now, we're gonna do something else here. There is another vent that goes right here. That's the heat out the back. That's the way you want it right there. You could remove this panel, but we're lucky because in behind here, there's nothing. Well, nothing too major that I can get into. No real trouble. So I'm gonna do it right on the sled. Because I already used this on the other side, I have the template cut out. Now I can just do this. It goes like this. Just I ran out of tape. SLP supplies stickers. I know everybody loves stickers, and I'm sorry SLP, but I just use them to do that. But I have more. Don't worry about it. Marker. Don't plunge your drill bit into the machine really far because who knows what's in there. Like, oh my God, I wouldn't want to hit this turbo or that coolant bottle. And you can do this slow speed. Maybe that's too slow. You want to make sure you don't have a voltage regulator sitting behind there or something very important. If bits of wire starts coming out, stop. That drove through a little bit more than I wanted it to. Pull your foam out. back on. See that turbo through there? Look at that. That big turbo's in there producing a lot of heat, takes all those hot exhaust gases and turns it into power for that compressor just to shove more air into that 800 beastly motor. When it does that, things get hot. It needs to get out. That's going to get out. Comes in here, goes out there, goes out there. And here's the other side. Take a look at this. That is excellent. Only one thing left to do. SLP, where's your sticker gonna go? SLP sticker right there. Yeah. Coming as usual, make sure you check out SLP online. I'll have everything in the description here below. And tell them Louis sent you, of course. Keep coming back, more videos coming. This machine likes to stand up and have a lot of fun. So hopefully this old man can make it happen this weekend.